Hello, everyone. I'm Nopara73, and we are going to demo Wasabi Wallet. With me today is Shinobi from Blog Digest. Say hi.
What's up, party people?
Thank you, Chris. Okay. So it's not going to be a show. It's just a demo. Okay. What is Wasabi? What do you know about Wasabi, Shinobi?
It is a lightweight wallet that was originally going to be using full block SPV and switched over to the neutrino filters that Roast Beef proposed for Lightning Network wallets with BEC32 support and integrated zero-link support, which I think is going to be the center of the demo today. Correct, Nopara?
Yes, exactly. Wasabi basically the only wallet today that can go with huge anonymity sets, and it's trustless. So its mixing technique is trustless. So the coordinator cannot steal and the coordinator cannot de-anonymize. That's the selling point. I start sharing my screen. How about that? Yeah, I tweeted this link. I tweeted this link. github.com zk snacks wallet wasabi. In the documentation guides, there is only one guide. And this is what I want to go through today. I'm using Ubuntu Virtual Machine. It's probably fresh. I'm not sure. Maybe I used it for something before. I just went to full screen. Can you see it well, Shinobi?
I think it just closed out on you.
How about now?
Still nothing. I think he closed it out on accident.
Okay. No, I didn't close. I went full screen. I hoped it's gonna be more watchable, but that's not what happened. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then not going to full screen.
Poop.
All right. So let's go through the requirements first. The first thing is Git. Do you know what's Git, Shinobi?
Yeah, version control software for developers to keep track of repos and changes.
Yeah, so this is going to help us to download our wallet from GitHub. I already have Git. Yeah. The next thing is .NET Core. .NET Core is the development framework. I clicked on the link and this came up. We want to download .NET Core SDK, and it wants to download for Windows, but I don't want it for Windows. Here, Linux. .NET Core SDK.
And real quick, for anybody using like Linux Mint or like anything besides Debian or Ubuntu, they're generally built on Ubuntu. So if you just Google whatever system you're using, it should be a version of Ubuntu you have to download for.
A moment, I have to figure out what Ubuntu version I'm using. Yep. So Here should be, yes, 17.10. Okay. Now I just have to follow the instructions. So how did you do, Shinobi? Did you already have everything in your wallet and confirmed?
Yeah, I've got the wallet set up, generated, and the balance confirmed in it right now.
Uh-huh. So
And I actually think somebody else joined us too.
So I am going to send some money to the wallet after we set up the wallet, and while we are waiting for confirmation, then we are going to monitor the chat, and if you have any questions, then go ahead. We're not going to wait for confirmation forever, so maybe 10 minutes or 20, we'll see. But if it doesn't confirm, it doesn't confirm. I'm going to show. We are going to do a mixing round anyway, somehow.
Nice. Heyo in the chats just joined the round, and I actually have somebody else in the Dragon's Den right now getting set up. So we should have number 4 in a second.
I hope he can follow the video.
He should be fine. He's a developer. He's probably just racing ahead trying to get ready.
Yeah, but downloading stuff. Anyway, this is .NET Core. This is the open source and cross-platform .NET. This enables us to write cross-platform stuff with C#. And I want to talk a bit about OS X because on Mac the user interface is buggy. Yet it just doesn't work well. Sometimes it's crashing and stuff like that. But on Linux and Windows it should be good. So that's why I wrote you should not try Mac OS X. So yeah, we also need Tor. Just checking if it's Tor is an anonymity network. That's the most famous one. You might have heard about it. You're going with apt get install Tor. I think I already have it. Yep. So I think what it's saying is address already is in use. So I think what it means is that Tor is already running, and if I noticed it right, Linux Tor is already running all the time. If you went through this apt get install Tor, then Tor should be running. But yeah. So next, after we started Tor, the wallet is not going to work without Tor. We have to clone the Git repository. It's basically download.
Do.
All right. Let's go into the Git repository, what we downloaded, and we're going to download the submodules, which I will tell you what in a moment. So one of the developer who is doing the UI framework added some submodule to the project, which is basically other Git repositories that my Git repository references. So that's why we have to go through this Git submodule update minus init minus recursive. And that's what you are going to need when you are updating the software, because in the beta version, there is not going to be binaries. So only in the 1.0 version will you see binaries. We went into the Wallet Wasabi GUI directory, which is what we have to start. But first, we want to restore the NuGet packages that we are using.
Hey, check the message I sent in the box.
You sent a message in the chat?
Yeah, check or click the in the top left, the blue chat box on this or on the Hangouts window.
Okay, that's a really good suggestion. I wasn't really, I wasn't even thinking of that. Okay.
That's what friends are for.
So what we said is to not forget to stop the screenshot when we generate a new wallet and the wallet seed is. You know what? It doesn't even matter. I can do that because
I don't
they
know
cannot.
I think Geeky
they cannot. Yeah, they cannot recover. They cannot steal my wallet without knowing my password. So it's fine. Okay, so here we are. We restored the NuGet packages, and now we are building the project. And how to run the software. You get into this same directory, this wallet wasabi.gui, where we are right now in terminal, and you run Tor. Tor is already running. You're going to see this warning that just means Tor is already running. And then .NET run. And now the demo effect is coming. Now it won't. I'm quite confident. Yes. Here we are. We want to generate a new wallet. And now Shinobi wants me to stop the screen share.
Friends don't let friends put their seeds on YouTube.
It's okay. It's really okay. It's not like other wallets. You cannot do anything with the seed and without the password. So I agreed the terms and conditions. Then I backed up my seed. And here I have wallet 0, which I can load. Yeah, let's load it. Also, what you must see that down there is the status bar, and you're gonna see that hey, Tor is running, hey, the backend is connected, hey, there is a connection to the Bitcoin peer-to-peer network, and the transactions from the Bitcoin peer-to-peer network to our mempool are coming. So I already have 300. Okay, there is also the missing filters, which we have to download because basically this is how the BIP 157, BIP 158 neutrino client-side filtering stuff is working. And think about that the server creates a lot of filters, and we download it to our wallet. And then from that filter, we can figure out which blocks we are interested in. From those blocks, we can figure out which transactions we are interested in, and so on. So what this enables us to have a light wallet that's actually light and doesn't ruin your privacy. So the only thing what you have to wait for is to synchronizing the filters. It actually happens over Tor, so it's even slower than it should be, but it doesn't have to be over Tor. Anyway, what do you know about? Did it make sense? Was it understandable what I said about the client-side filtering stuff, Shinobi?
Yeah, for me, but just for like anybody watching who hasn't really been keeping up, it's pretty much something that allows your wallet to figure out like which blocks might have things that are related to your wallet to download without having to kind of give away which addresses are yours to the nodes that it's requesting blocks from. So it's super simple. It is a way to get your balances based on transactions and blocks without letting the node know like what your addresses are, or making it very easy for them to figure out with something like the Bloom filters, which are used by a lot of like full SPV wallets out there right now.
Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's get some money. First, what you have to notice is that label is required. You cannot generate any receive address without a label. Why is that? You're going to see that later, that we are building a history for your coins, and from that you are going to understand a lot of things, and that will help your privacy a lot, like a lot. I cannot emphasize it how much human input can help keeping your privacy. It's yeah. All right, so what should be my label? Sold my alpaca socks. And I'm waiting for the money for the socks. And now I'm going to send money. Yeah, if you click on it, then the address gets copied automatically. And now I'm sending You cannot see my Bitcoin Core, right? I'm outside of the virtual machine and sending the money.
Yeah, I
Right?
can't see anything.
Okay, good. Otherwise, I would de-anonymize myself completely. That would be stupid. All right. So sending some money. I'm trying to set the fees as high as possible. So it's sent. The address disappeared. This might not have been the best decision, but the address disappeared, so you cannot reuse it. And you have a history tab, and in the history you can see that the usual stuff that that the Alpaca socks money arrived. Actually, it is not confirmed, of course, and you have to know that until the filters synchronize, you are not going to know if it's confirmed or not. So yeah, there is that. All right, and now we are waiting for confirmation. Or let's talk about the send. How about that?
Sounds good.
Have you monkey? So what's different from a normal Bitcoin wallet? That the same. You have to write an address, and you have to write a label. It's the same. But you cannot just send out money from your wallet. You have to select the coins, what you want to spend. And as you can see, there is the history tab, which actually inherited the receive label. But if you would go further and send money to yourself from myself, zero, 0.1. Yeah, the fees we want as fast as possible. Wow, that's an ugliness there. So sent money to myself, and now we have these 2 coins. Why is that? Why do you have 2 coins?
It's split up into 2 different outputs. One is the change output from the transaction, and then the other one is the output from the address you specifically sent to.
Yes, and as you can see that here you have all the different labels that you wrote in, because these things are all connected. Okay, so if you get some other money into your wallet, then you might want to make sure to not select those things. You know what I mean? So this is the history for, and this is why labeling is so important. Was it clear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that way you can actually not only watch different outputs and not mix them. You can actually see where those outputs came from to make it a little easier to like not mix coins you want to keep separated on the blockchain.
Right. Another thing that, as you see, that I sent money to myself and it generated two outputs. One is the active output and one is the change output. But you probably want to do more often to click on this max button, and this max button is going to spend all the coins that you selected. So this way you completely close a loop of in your wallet. That's pretty good, and you don't join together like if you would click both, you don't join together after you send the money. Yeah, so this is going to join together these two coins, but it doesn't matter because, as you can see, the history is the same for both. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what about the privacy section there? That's something that's new compared to any other wallet out there.
Yes, the privacy section is a small anonymity set calculator. We are going to see change after we do the coin join. Oh wow, 4 people already. If I don't hurry, then it's going to happen before we even notice it.
You won't make your own coin join.
Yeah, these things must hurry up and confirm. Okay. Yeah, so let's do the Q&A. This privacy thing is a very good feedback that how private basically that coin what you're sending. For example, if you're doing coin join later, then you're going to see that the anonymity set grows and things like that, and it's not going to be read anymore. Yeah, that's the reason. But what you must pay the most attention to is the labels. So it doesn't matter if it's red. The labels what really matters. If you are okay to send to Coinbase the from myself, sold my alpaca socks and change to myself labels, if you are okay with exposing that relationship, then that's the most important. And here is the queue for coin joins, and after it confirms, then it's going to appear here, because until it confirms, it doesn't appear. Okay, let's go if you guys have some questions or yeah.
All right, chat. Somebody was asking if this is a Visual Studio wallet. I'm not quite sure what they meant by that, but I assume they were asking about the framework.
No, no, he's not asking about the framework. I know exactly what he meant by that. It looks exactly like Visual Studio. It is very similar. So the story behind it is that how Visual Studio looks like is very extensible. So we can do a lot of things with the menu and these tabs here, and we can even load multiple wallets into the same same wallet explorer window. Well, we cannot do that right now, but we will be able to do that later, and it's pretty extensible. You have a lot of nice stuff here. Oh, maybe actually my coins are already confirmed. I don't know. It's just the filter's still not synced. Anyway, yeah. So the backstory is that one of the developer, Dan Vamsi, I hope I pronounce his name right. He wrote a Visual Studio clone in Avalonia, which is the UI framework we are using, and he built it, and that's called Avalon Studio. You can check it out. It's very nice. And so he built our UI framework, and we really liked Avalon Studio. So now it looks like a code editor, something like that. Yeah, that's the story behind it. Looks like Visual Studio.
Windows is Satan.
No, I think most of the code editors look quite similar. So
I can barely write Python and have only messed with a few languages, but I generally just use the terminal. I don't like complicated software.
Is it complicated?
If there's more than one window, it's complicated. I have ADD and I get distracted very easily.
Okay. Yeah, so we have 10,000 filters left. And so what I could do is that I copy paste the transaction ID. Did I just freeze?
No, I can hear you. But so upside down bucket in the chat is saying he's getting error request exception not found. Alice not found in the terminal.
What? Not found. Alice not found. No, I guess that's not okay. What that means is that I think you are trying to reconfirm your connection. I mean, the software was trying to reconfirm your connection, and maybe it did too late. So yeah, that's something that I have to note. That he's already in the he's already mixing as you can see. There are 4 people mixing right now, and we want 7, but it's gonna be okay because I'm going to cheat and lower the participants, the required participants, very soon. So yeah, let's just wait. It's 6,000 filters left to download. Yeah.
All right, so I guess anybody watching who wants to actually be in the join, get your butts moving.
Oh, 5. Okay. So
upside down is asking if you should restart his wallet. Maybe that'll clear things out and get him reconnected.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. It's not going to be any problem. It's not going to cause any problems. You can also dequeue and then enqueue. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this mixing tab, because it's quite honestly it today I was working on it. We're just it's very fresh. So what do you think about this mixing tab? When the coins confirm, then these coins are going to appear in the coin list here. So yeah, that's what you have to imagine. What do you think about this? Is it understandable?
Yeah, and I think it's set up in a nice way too, where people can't like mess things up. And Manuel kind of wanted you to go through the status bar for the CoinJoin section here.
A what?
He kind of wanted you to explain like the status window in the CoinJoin section, you know, like the states it'll go through and everything like that.
Oh yes, of course. That's a huge topic, but let's talk about that. So coin joins happen in rounds. Oh wow, 6. Am I going to miss this?
I don't know. You might.
I might. One more person. Yeah. Okay, so coin joins happen in rounds, and 0.1 Bitcoin is the minimum denomination what you have to provide for the coin join. And this basically means if you have 8 Bitcoin, then you have 1 Bitcoin, then you must do 10 rounds. Because the outputs must be the same. That's why the minimum denomination are. The round ID is basically just the server on the coordinator side that how much round has been already done. Whenever I restart the coordinator, it's going to start from 0, so it's not that telling. The coordinator fee, what you have to pay is the coordinator fee and the okay, only 833 filters left. The coordinator fee and the network fees. The coordinator fees is 0.3%, which not everyone has to pay the coordinator fees. So I wanted to gain some edge on privacy. So for example, the person who gives the smallest amount, he's not going to pay any fee. Awesome. So it confirmed. Shall we mix?
Let's do it.
Okay. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself.
No, sorry, I was just an idiot and got some cat hair in my eye.
All right, so you want to enqueue the coins that you have for mixing. And you have to wait. And I think it's going to be 6 participants who are going to mix with us. It's interesting because we had 6 previously, and I should have been the 7th, but now we only have 5.
Maybe somebody's wallet crashed.
All right, so should I cheat a little bit and change the server parameters to 5, or should we wait for someone? No, never.
Let's give it a second and see.
Let's give it a second. Okay. Is anyone in the chat that who wants to join? There's only one more missing.
I think one built everything, but they either I don't know, they don't have enough or like don't have enough that they want to move around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do 5. You know, I never tested this trying to manipulate the server parameters and while the server is while the people are mixing. So it's a good test, right?
Oh shit!
It's
I'm
probably
seeing 7 out of 7 on my machine. Huh?
Oh, me too. Okay,
There we go.
there we go. So the phase changed to connection confirmation, right? Connection confirmation is everyone is confirming their connections. And the next phase is output registration. Output registration is everyone is changing identity to Bob and registers their output as Bob's. And the last phase is signing. Everyone wants to sign the big transaction that's been built. And let's see if it works.
Do 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 do.
It should.
Come on, coordinator.
Yes, it worked. It's
Boom.
totally worked. Awesome. I will show you the transactions. But what happened now? What happened now is the change went here. And I got the money, which the privacy anonymity set became 7 because there was 7 participants. So now we only have this warning site. We green it out if there are over 50, over 21, 25. I don't know exactly what I did, but we green it out over 20 something. And we green it out with a tick over 50. Yeah, so here you go. Here is how you make your coin, your money anonymous. And let's check out the transaction in a block explorer. You don't even know what was mine. Yes, you know which was mine. Okay. Smart. Is this the address? Wait, we are not on the test net. We are not on the test net anymore. It's not a test. This is the first Chaumian coin join on the mainnet ever. So thank you everyone for participating. I think we are making history right now. And here is the transaction. Nice. So as you can see, there are these 0.1 something outputs. These are coming for everyone, and here are the change outputs, and one of them is the fee. I don't quite know which one. Probably this one. And here are all the inputs what we added. This witness 0 key hash should not confuse you. It just means Smarbit cannot read the batch 32 addresses. So yeah, there is that. All right.
You paste the transaction ID into the chat for everybody to check out.
Yes, of course. I did it. right, I pasted the transaction ID to the chat. Let's see, did we miss something? I think we're good. You guys can see my seed on the monitor, but it doesn't matter because you cannot see my password, so you cannot steal my coins. All right.
And I guess last thing, everybody's change is still queued up. So if you guys want to have your change outputs visible.
Yes, that's important. So because we didn't even implement it, so right now you could just close you could just exit the wallet, but you should not. You have to dequeue your change, and it got dequeued because otherwise, oh yeah, you can see the change is red, and the active output is 7 anonymity set is yellow. So if you don't dequeue the change, well, nothing special is going to happen, but sometimes if you are already in the mixing, if you are not in input registration but you are in the mixing, then you're going to get banned because that and you lose the connection, then you're going to get banned because that's like an attack. All right, looks like the co-working space I am is closing. So thanks for everyone.
And now I'm going to be a fucking dickhead and I'm going to put my change output on a fucking open diamond and I'm going to dox it and completely undermine the fungibility exercise here.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm going to tell people what my output is just to be a jackass because this is the test.
Yeah, that's only one. We still have anonymity set of 6 then if you get de-anonymized. In fact, am I de-anonymized? No, because you couldn't see where's my money come. It wasn't shown in the UI, so only where it went from. So yeah, I'm not de-anonymized. I'm not ruining you guys, privacy of you guys. So that's good too.
So, fucking A.
All
Privacy
right.
achieved.
Thank you for everyone. It's it was great. It was awesome. Okay, check out the beta August 1 and start mixing your coins. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, dude. This was fucking awesome.
Thanks for being here. Do you have anything to say to our listeners?
Just
final thoughts?
This is fucking awesome. Let's start pressuring the shit out of wallet developers to start looking at integrating ZeroLink and get this to be a standard.
All right. Thank you. Thank guys. Bye everyone. Bye.
Adios.